What's up, YouTube? As you can tell, I'm filthy. So, we've had a heck of a job today. We are working on an excursion. So they called me and told me this thing needed a motor, and brought it over here. They ended up buying a rebuilt motor, but let me show you what we're working with, what we got left. Whew. I'm tired. I've been on this thing since like 9 o'clock this morning, and it is not 9 o'clock. It is 6:30. Haven't been filming, so I feel bad. We'll kind of go over everything that we did. Pull the motor out of this thing. It's a V10 and an Excursion. We took the whole front of the truck apart pretty much. Let me turn this thing around. So as you can see, we took this whole thing apart. Oh crap, I went the wrong way. Took the bumper off, took the grill out. As you can see, I got this over here. Condenser, radiator, whole front of the motor. I took the timing cover off because he actually went with a rebuilt engine, and we need some parts off it. So we'll have to take the timing cover off, valve covers off, the intake's got to go on it. We'll have to take the oil pan off. So I just disassembled it in here, and honestly, I'm probably going to put the other one in, other than putting the oil pan and timing cover on. I'll probably put the other one in without the intake and everything on it. Reason being, it's so much easier to get to everything, and then I can just rebuild it and just do the same thing. Put it all back together, work my way out, put everything on, and get it back together. So, this thing's pretty nice. It is what it is. This is the engine he got. It's a V10, fully rebuilt. You'll see that one later on in the video. It's obviously, I'm not going to leave this with just one little video, but his coil packs did break, so he's going to have coil packs. I'll go ahead and put new coils, new plugs. What else? We're going to put a new water pump on it just to make sure. So new coils, new plugs, new water pumps. It needs bolts for the exhaust. I did not break these. Literally, I think I cut my finger. I put the wrench on them and they fell off, a couple of them. So it is what it is. I don't remember what these are for the valve cover, so I'll put them back in. But so it's just easier. Obviously, I'll put the timing cover on and oil pan on, sitting on the motor. I got to put the pickup tube on it. But that motor's complete. It's already got timing chains and everything on it. Don't have a water pump on it, so we're gonna get a water pump put on it. The goal is we're gonna get this thing out tonight. It's 6:30 now. Realistically, the only thing we got left to do is pull it out. It's apart. The converter bolts are out of it. Like, it's ready. We just got to do it. Ashley went to get my chains and stuff to use for the cherry picker, just because how I'm going to do it. He's got some straps and stuff over here, but I didn't really know how I wanted to do it if I use those. So I'm going to just actually, and hope they hold, I'm going to run bolts in the intake with chain across and hope they hold. They should. I mean, if he's got 4 bolts in it, it should hold. So, I mean, exhaust bolts hold, right? So, anyway, that's the plan for the rest of the day, is to get this engine completely out. And then tomorrow, we'll get that one on an engine stand maybe. And after we get it on the engine stand, we'll get the oil pan and everything off, new gaskets on, put the timing cover on, put the water pump on, get as much as we can, and hopefully at least get it set back in tomorrow. That's the goal. I don't know, we'll have to see. Tomorrow is Friday, so I don't really know what we got going on Friday evening. If anything, may have a car we're spraying, not sure. So, here's what it is. Sit here and wait on her to get these chains and get this thing out. But I hope y'all have had a good week so far. I know I'm not putting out videos every day, but I'm trying to put them out every couple days. I've just been crazy busy, no excuse. I know y'all won't see them, so we'll get some more out. Yeah, hang out, see if we can get this thing out today. But this is it's not I wouldn't say necessarily a hard job as much as it is a tedious, time-consuming job. It just takes a lot of time. Just getting everything off, getting everything out. Thought I heard a car door. Thought I heard. I don't see nobody. It's more of a time-consuming thing. Oh yeah, it's Ashley. To get everything, so she's here now. So let's get these chains. I was like, I heard a car door. I was like, where's she at? So let's get these chains hooked up and see if we can get this thing out. Obviously, we got to put a jack on her transmission and hold it up and get it how we want. But let's get this. I'm tired, y'all. Look, my arms are somewhat clean though. Somewhat. It is what it is. Well, my face is filthy. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna relax on the couch. Figure out what we're gonna do for supper. I don't know what we're gonna do for supper yet. But look here, let me show you something. Woo, man, she's out. Big old V10. Out. I'm gonna knock these loose, these fuel lines loose, and take that out so I can get it in easier. And then, man, I don't know. I might actually take the manifold bolts out. I'm gonna go ahead and spray them, and that way they can soak. And I might take those off, bolt those to the motor before we go to set it in. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm tired. It's a little warm in here. We have fans and stuff going, but it was hot today, humid, and yeah, this is the hottest room in the building, but it is what it is. We got it out, right? We got it out. I'm sorry, I'm squirting this stuff down. I was like, what in the world? She's closing doors. So we got this stuff we're using to spray the things down, and she's out. So tomorrow, I was planning on coming over here tomorrow, switching everything and maybe getting it set back in. But I think the goal for tomorrow is going to be to come over here. I got a valve cover gasket job to do tomorrow sometime if he shows up. But just kind of get everything. Like I gotta get plugs, I gotta get coil packs, I gotta get a water pump. I'm gonna get those off and probably put those on the motor. I gotta take the motor mounts off, take the flywheel off, or flex plate rather. And this piece on the side for the oil filter is water cooled, so I need to get it off and put on the other motor. So the main goal for tomorrow is to get everything switched from this motor to this motor. And now this motor. Let me show you how I hooked this thing up to get it out of the truck, and it actually worked out very well. I'm pretty happy with it. So I have a chain here, runs across from here to there, and from here to here. So I started here, went up and across, went over there, bolted, come back across here. So it's kind of like worked out good. So here's what it is. We got her in here, got an injector laying in there. Got this thing here too. I'll have to take this sensor off. Come off multiple places. Got a couple different pigtails, but I've never messed with one of these motors, just to be honest. But pretty cool. It's a big motor. It is what it is. So anyway, we ready. We just we're letting power steering's dripping a little bit, but we got pig mat down. We'll clean everything up tomorrow too, and obviously, once we get done with it, I'll pressure wash the bay. I think, actually, I was telling them, I think I'm going to unbolt those manifolds, right? Mm-hmm. And then bolt the manifolds onto the truck or onto the motor and then put it in. I think that's what I'm going to do.
What are you leaking power steering for?
Just out of the pump. It's leaking out of one of the fittings or something. I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's the way it's angled or something. I don't really know what's going on with it.
There's no pig mat there.
I'll put some down in there. But it's supposed to sit like that, and I think it's just...
Gotcha.
We'll set it like that, see if it leaks any. But it is what it is. Pretty cool. Glad I got the opportunity to work on this thing. I'm just tired. She shut the doors, and it's getting muggy fast in here, so we're getting out of here.
Mm-hmm.
storms are coming. I'm gonna go home and I got a hood I'm actually gonna move and put in the building maybe, because it's in the side garage where I sprayed it. But if the wind blows too much, it'll blow the tarp in there. It might hit it. So we're gonna go in there and yeah, we put the tractor and the lawnmower up. So we need to get home and get some stuff done. So see y'all in a minute. When y'all see us, it'll be Friday. We'll be in here again. All right, y'all. So Colt's back here tearing this thing apart. We got that off of it. Got the oil pan off of it. This thing, I wish we could disassemble it, because I was looking up in there and a couple of the cylinders, you can still see cross hatching in the cylinders. So cylinders look good, but the bearings are shot. So take you over there and show you. You still got to take a couple things off. You got to take this off. This is the tube for water pump. Take it off, and then take the dipstick tube off and put a new oil cooler on it, because they want a new oil cooler on it. So he gets the dipstick tube off, we'll be ready. Well, gets the dipstick out and get the pickup tube off, we'll be able to start putting the other one together. But I'll show you the oil pan. This come out of it. So part of a bearing, that is. So the bearings came out of it. I don't know which one it come out of. We can't tear the motor apart because look there, the bearings. We can't tear the motor apart due to, we got to send it back like it is. But I'm gonna wash this oil pan out real good, get all this debris out of it that I can, blow it out a bunch of times, get what we can out. Well, what?
If they left it, them leave it like that, I'm gonna be money on that.
I'm telling you. All right, so we're getting this thing back together. I was like, what in the world? So we got the oil pan on, front cover, valve cover, water pump. Colton put the front cover and the oil pan on.
And me.
Dipstick tube, or the pickup tubes on. New front main seal. We're gonna put the crank on it. We got one exhaust manifold on it, all brand new manifold bolts. We got all the plugs and stuff for it over there. We're gonna put them on it, and might go ahead and no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait because the plugs go down here, and I ain't taking this tape off until we get that done. Yeah, so we're getting there, getting about ready to set this thing back in. Only thing is, I gotta figure out about a dowel pin there, because the one that I tried to take out, I can't get out. We're gonna try to take it out, get it out, try a little more. I still gotta get the other manifold off over there, put it on, and then once we do that, should be rocking and rolling, set this thing back in here. Gotta put the motor mounts on. The only thing that I have that I'm not sure about how to do is this thing here. So you gotta put a new oil cooler on it. So I gotta figure out how to get this off. Once I figure it out, I'll tell you how I did it. And then you got a gasket right there. So this is the oil cooler for this thing. So yeah, figure that out. Get the motor mounts on. We can't put this motor mount on until we get this ready to go on. But we can go ahead and put the other motor mount on that's laying over there. So we're getting close to set this thing in. Yeah, it's the oil cooler. So the antifreeze runs through here, and somehow oil and antifreeze, I don't know exactly how the damn thing works, honestly. See, the antifreeze port, hold on, antifreeze port's here, and I guess it runs in this top. Not anymore. It runs in this top here, and then these two, I don't know how that works. Actually, that don't go to nothing. This don't go to nothing, so I don't. That might be. That's just the water, part of the water pump. I don't know why that runs in there, but anyway, I'm not gonna figure it out. There's no port in here, so I don't understand this. This helps it run through the block. It's the only thing I can think to run through the block there to flow it. I guess I just put it all together, and then you got hoses that run to here for water. Those are water hoses. And then that's the hose setup that goes on it there. So, it is what it is. we'll figure it out, get it put together, and let y'all know how this comes off. All right, so we got it figured out here. And I'll show you exactly what it is and the sizes that we have here. Make sure this other one fits in here correctly. Yeah. So this right here actually runs all the way through like that. The new oil cooler comes with a new one. So it runs all the way through, and it is a 14 millimeter Allen head. Put in there and make sure you get it on there. And I'm actually gonna use an impact to take it off. Just so. I'll actually only use a wrench, or ratchet. Not a wrench, can't use a wrench on that shit. But use a ratchet, get it off, see how it comes. He's stepping out of the way, he don't want to be on camera. We got her in. So now we just got to get everything bolted back up, but. So, oh well, we're way over halfway done now, because before we pulled it out, we pulled all this stuff off before we pulled it out. So all that's back on already. So now we just got to put some of the stuff back there. I got some transmission bolts to put in. Then the intake stuff, which it says to get a new one, so we're gonna have to ask him what he wants to do there, because, you know, yeah. So anyway, got that in, got the oil filter thing on, showed you all that. It's just this thing here, it's cooler, and that goes through obviously from the other side, bolts on, then your lines put on, of course that gasket, clean all that up, put it on. So now it's just buttoning everything up. So we should be able to have this thing back together tomorrow, pending the intake, what's going on with it. And then I got to get, oh man, I got to get that, the PCV valve piece that goes there. It broke, so we'll get the other one. So we'll get a new one. Yeah, I'm getting there. So pretty stoked with as far as we got today. This was my goal, to get this in. And then Colton and Chris put in a thermostat today. I don't know how much he wants to be on camera, so he's like, I don't give a shit. So, yeah, so get everything on. I got ground wire I need 100% make sure I get put back in for sure, because ground wire suck. Anyway, hey, let's go sneak up on them. They're out here. Ashley and them's out here petting cows. They're trying to. I don't know what they're doing. Let's go find out. You want to? Walk out here. You got a petting zoo back here at the back of the garage, I guess. I don't really know what's going on. Let's see what we got going on back here. Yeah, they're still back here. Did they not come to you? Oh. Yeah, that's fine. I wonder why they put the thing here. I guess in case they get out.
I moved at them, but they didn't move back. I think they barked.
Look at them.
You can go around the fence.
Oh, you're good.
It's not hooked up.
Look at the little cows. Well, they ain't not little. That one's little.
See, I'm thinking they barked because they ain't moved back.
Some big dogs, ain't it?
rough.
Some big old dogs.
Oof, oof.
All right. Well, we were here at the shop again, working on this thing again. No, it's not on it yet. It's just sitting there. They set it on there. So I had this thing cleaned, because that was one of the things, was it said that you had to get the intake cleaned or you had to put a new one on it in the warranty info. So I called the customer, asked them what they wanted to do. I actually have a text message from them too to confirm it, in case anything ever happens. They can't be like, well, you know, no, it's in the text message. It's what you told me to do. So had this thing clean. Let me show you what it is. I guess they set it up here to get it out of the way yesterday, but the intake got cleaned. This thing was about as black as the valve covers. If you go back, you can tell. And then this goes underneath the bottom of the intake. I don't understand the whole reason for this, but you can see down in there, there's nothing in there. It's clean, good to go. So with that being said, we're gonna get all them gaskets put in. I wondered what they all went to. We got a whole, that's weird. Got a whole bunch of these rubber gaskets. I wonder what they went to. They go to this intake. So we're gonna go ahead and put these gaskets in. I'm sorry if I'm moving around a little bit weird. I hurt my foot the other day. and I just haven't had time to, yeah. So anyway, let's get this put back together, and we're gonna work on getting this thing put together today. I don't know if we'll get it all together. I'd like to be over here all day, but I do have stuff at the house that I need to get taken care of, and we got stuff tonight and we got stuff tomorrow, maybe Sunday, so I don't know if I'm gonna get much done this weekend. So even though today's not technically a day that I'm normally over here, I wanted to come over here and get this done. So you might see a couple people on the video today that you normally don't see that it's over here. So I say today, this is all one video for y'all, because I'm trying to make this all one video about this Ford. But anyway, let's get this thing together. What's up? All right, so this is obviously still part of the excursion video. Let me show you where we're at. So been working on it today some here and there. I had another vehicle I worked on earlier that is I don't know if it's gonna be on my YouTube or not. We'll see what happens. I didn't really do much to it. I didn't really film much for that today. So look where we're at on this thing. Wow, it's back together for the most part. That's leaned out because I had it jacked up, so it is what it is. So we got the motor in it. Everything's pretty much hooked up for the most part. This, I still need to fix this piece here. It broke off in there, right? And it goes like that, and that goes in it. But I cannot find this piece anywhere. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to find, I read online, I can't find it anywhere. I'm gonna look on Factory Motor Parts, see if they have it, see if we can find it. But I guess we will, a lot of people take a barb fitting that's threaded on one side, barbed on the other, and they thread that, seal it up with like sealant, thread it, and then you know, put the hose on it. So it's probably what we're going to end up doing. But other than that, we're pretty much ready to start putting fluids in it. Obviously we got to put the intake on, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. Probably put the fluids in it first. So let's put the fluids in it, go ahead and start putting fluids in it. I think everything's hooked up. We'll know here shortly. And then we'll start putting the oil in it, go from there. So pretty stoked. I gotta get the bumper on. I'm gonna wait till somebody gets here to help me with the bumper. I can do it myself, but I know Chris is coming up here. I know Ashley's coming up here. Preston might come up here, and then Eddie's gonna be here in a little bit. So there'll be people here to help me out to get that on. So I'm gonna wait on putting the bumper on till somebody gets here. I might at least carry it inside, so if it does rain, it don't get the bumper wet. But yeah, this thing's coming right along. Yeah, hopefully we can get this thing running tonight. That's what I would like to do, is to get it running tonight, and hopefully he can come get it tomorrow or the next day. I know there's procedures you got to do as far as the like startup procedures and stuff like that, so we'll have to read through all that, figure out how they want us to do it. There's break-in things you got to do, things like that. So we will yeah, I'm excited to get this thing done. So he'll be excited to get it back too. So we just hope everything's good with it. It should be. It's all new. So it is what it is. Let's get some coolant in it. All right, y'all. So it runs. We fired it up, got up the temperature. We're gonna let it cool off. We'll run a couple cycles on it. I got one injector that's acting dumb. It says it's got a fault. It's just the plug. It don't want to plug in good. So we got to figure that out. But other than that, it runs. Probably take a minute to clean that plug up. I don't think we got any leaks. I haven't seen any. It does say something about the temp sensor. Well, it started working. Temp sensor started working. For some reason, the temp sensor wasn't working. It was reading 0 on the gauge, and it was throwing a fault code. But when I went in there just now, the temperature gauge was working. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know what kind of little quirks it might have had before we put the motor in it. You know, they brought it to us and it had a knock in it, so we want a motor put in. He bought the motor, put it in. We just run one heat cycle through it. It got up. don't know what that was. Maybe it was the door. Got up to operating temperature. Heat's hot. Coolant's not going down. Everything looks good. I gotta put the front valence back on. It can come off somehow. I don't know. It might have been already off. I don't know, but I know how it goes back on. So, gotta fix the plug for the injector. Other than that, man, she's golden. This guy can come pick this thing up tomorrow. So we'll run some heat cycles through it and tell him he can pick it up tomorrow evening and go from there. So check the oil in it, make sure everything looks good, make sure there ain't nothing dripping underneath. I don't really see anything. I don't know what that is, but we'll check everything. I'm gonna get up under it with a light, make sure I don't see anything dripping. So anyway, it's good to go so far. All right, so we're gonna be able to finish this video off here today. Y'all hear this running, right? Looks good. Look, got the county line shirt on today. We're actually in another garage, but he's running. It's all back together. Had to use a jump box to jump it off. I had a little leak. I had a valve cover leak down in there where the timing cover and everything meet. So I take the valve cover off today, redo it. But yeah, she's good. No noise, no leaks. Let this guy come pick this thing up today. So, I know I skipped around a lot on this and just didn't really show like every detail of it, but it was a good time. It calls for quite a few hours to do this, but it is what it is. We got it done. A lot of money in fluids and parts and cleaning because a lot of stuff you have to replace. Anytime you put an engine in something like this for somebody or for yourself, if you look to be able to use their warranty, like this was like I think 3 or 4 years, 100,000 mile warranty, to be able to use that, there's a lot of stuff you have to do. Like this one had to have new water pump, new plugs, new coils, new you know, a lot of new stuff on it, new filter. The intake had to be replaced or cleaned out thoroughly, which we had it cleaned. We got a guy that has a hot tank that cleans the stuff, so he cleaned it. New thermostat. Some places were make you put new hoses, new filter, new coolers, a lot of new stuff on it. Fortunate for us, they didn't make us do new hoses. They did make us clean everything. Some places even make you change the radiator. So just make sure that you go through the warranty stuff and know what you're supposed to change and document it and everything. So here's what it is. This thing's running. I appreciate y'all watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. See ya.